You know it, you love it. Hamilton opens in the Glass City tonight.
It's exciting, right? Yeah. He's singing it already, yes.
Well, it's the story of Alexander Hamilton, one of the founding fathers who laid the foundation for the financial system we see right here in the U.S., but it's not told in the way you learn in the classroom.
It's a little more exciting,
yes,
a little more interesting, right?
Absolutely.
Hey, I got the chance to talk with David Park. He plays Marquis de Lafayette and Thomas Jefferson in that dual role about what makes this show so special and what we really learn about Alexander Hamilton.
But the show is about basically a man who wants to do so much and is constantly rubbing people the wrong way and maybe doing and saying things that he shouldn't do, but he's a revolutionary, and he was not afraid to speak his mind and not afraid to do things that would make someone upset, but it was for the greater good. And it's what I've always taken away from the show is that it's about doing what you feel, asking for forgiveness later, and, you know, just going for it.
You know, this is the music is so, I mean, first of all, it's stuck in your head everywhere you go. You know, you're singing it all the time. But it's rap and R&B, and you know, just this beautiful blend of updated music that is so catchy. And what is it like to be able to sing that?
I mean, when I first saw the show, I was blown away. Like, I didn't know that musical theater could have music that resonated so deeply with like what I would listen to, like on a daily basis. Not that I don't listen to theater a lot as well, but it's just like relatable music for me, and it's so easy to drop into it and like deliver it every night. It's really a gift because music is so core to who I am as a person and to who a lot of people are as people. And I think that there's something for everyone in the show. Like, you know, even my character Jefferson sings "What Did I Miss" at the top of Act 2, and it's like big, like jazzy, you know, throwback number that I think is right. Everyone can have something that they resonate with the music in this show.
You mentioned one of the characters who you play in the show, and you actually have two roles. So you're Marquis de Lafayette in the first act, and then Thomas Jefferson in the second act. So tell me how that works and how you prepared for this dual role situation.
So yeah, there's a few characters in the show that play a dual role. In the first act, I'm part of a trio. We're called the Sons of Liberty, and we're kind of Hamilton's crew, and we help push along the story of Hamilton's time during the Revolutionary War. Marquis de Lafayette is a French national who comes to America to help fight the Revolutionary War. Fun fact, Lafayette has the most streets in America named after him for a foreign person. So that's
got
me.
one in Toledo, that's for sure.
So yeah, and then in Act 2, I play Thomas Jefferson, who was Hamilton's like main adversary throughout his time during the Continental Congress and kind of establishing the government and how that would work, the checks and balances and all that stuff. But the way the dual roles work in the show is that at the top of the show, during the opening number, there's a spot, and then me and Mulligan Madison, we say, we fought with him. And then Lawrence Phillips says, I died for him, and then all that stuff. When I say we fought with him, it's meant as like Lafayette both fought with him in the war, and Jefferson fought with him against him. You know, it's like everything is foreshadowed, everything is intentional. Lin-Manuel is the genius, but everyone knew that already.
Yes, absolutely. It is so smart. And for folks who haven't seen the show, there's an opportunity to get into the lottery, and that's been a thing all over with this touring show, is the lottery, and you know, people getting that opportunity to get a chance to see the show. So tell me a little bit about what it's like to tour, you know, to hop around and do the show all over.
Sure. And just the lottery is such an amazing thing. When I first saw the show, I saw it because of the lottery on Broadway. So I'm a huge proponent of a lottery. Everyone should have one. But touring is, It's really indescribable. I've never toured before. I started this tour in November, and I still feel like I'm getting used to it in a lot of ways. But I really love that we get to bring the show to all these cities across America that I have never been to. I don't know if I would have ever gone to Toledo, and that's no shade to Toledo. It just, I'm a LA kid based in New York, and I'm just such a coastal boy. But I find that there's so much to be experience in all these places, and I love that we get to have these little mini openings and closings, and yeah, people are so excited when we come through, and it's such a humbling experience to bring this show that, it could be easy to take for granted when you do it night in and night out, but when you're seeing new people every 2 weeks and you hear that cheer and you hear all the people saying oh, thank you so much for being here, running into people on the streets, it's how could I take it for granted? So it's a huge blessing for sure.
You all have spent the last 5 minutes singing all of the songs from the show.
Yes.
Yes. We were really good. I think we should have auditioned.
I think you were good too. So we've all seen it. I have not been able to see it live. Have either of you seen it live, stage show?
I saw it back in April or May. It was
Okay.
This was October of 2018.
Oh, wow. Okay.
In Chicago.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I got a chance to see it. Yeah. I didn't appreciate it as much then.
Yeah.
But now, absolutely. It's great. So the wife and I, back in June, we went on a trip for our anniversary, and we visited some friends on the East Coast, went to DC, did a tour, and Hamilton is a part of DC tours now.
That's cool.
People are like when they give a tour, hey, do you remember this scene
from Hamilton?
And they start to explain different things,
whatever
and showing different statues and things like that. So yeah, Hamilton is something. It's history, but it's a different way of learning history, and I think a lot of people have been able to take to it well.
Yeah, if it sticks with people, then why not?
Look at recalling, and even through music, how a lot of folks remember the story just from the songs that they've learned and they love, and it's better than studying for that test.
Yeah.
I know, it sure is. And we mentioned in the interview the lottery, and I don't know if a lot of folks know what the lottery is, but it's a kind of a unique thing that Hamilton has done is they offer a limited number of $10 tickets available for the shows. So you can, I think you have to go onto the app, the Hamilton app, and enter yourself into that lottery for a chance to win those $10 tickets. And I just think that is so important because it really provides that access, because when we look at tickets for the show, they're upwards of $150 or more. You get some cheaper than that, but a $10 ticket, you can take what an experience.
I know, great experience too. And that music, you just take history with the bass line and a drum beat. Fantastic.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, as he mentioned, is a genius, right?
We can sing some more songs throughout the show.
Yeah.
Sounds
like a plan.
Weeks.
The show opens tonight, of course, at the Stranahan, and it runs through September 4th. So you have 2 weekends to go check that out.
Yeah, so hopefully you get a chance to do so. Well, you're watching Toledo's original 9 a.m. show.
WTOL 11, Your Day is back in a moment.